The next topic we're going to discuss on Corner to Corner is Adrien Broner attempts to be a stat stuffer. Yes, we're going to discuss that right now. So if you're not familiar, Adrien Broner went on Cam and Mace podcast. Speak for it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and he basically tried to flirt with Stat in the middle of the show, like while they were live speaking. Adrien Broner is shooting his shot at Stat, and he was warned.
You
by
look
Cam.
so good in person.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey,
what you wasted that? I love you. What a guy. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Arabia, is that a real background?
Hey, Stat, could you stop
Yes.
Can you stop smiling? You.
Arabia is
nah, yo, bro, some G, yo, bro, some G shit. We gotta have boyfriend here, yo.
Right. Oh, shit.
I told you that.
My bad.
Nah, like it's all like. Okay, we can move on to football then.
Stat. Oh my God.
Just that. Let's do the football. I guess that answered the question about Floyd. When I see you taking off some time,
I'm mesmerized by Stat.
This nigga here, bro.
I did not know you looked that good in person. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to actually go, my nigga. I mean, I have to actually go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time, for being here. I appreciate you. I love you, my nigga.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you, but I'm gonna pay you for your time. But you can't violate, bro. I told you that.
I'm not, though. I'm not.
Nah, I told you niggas boyfriends in here. You know me with my brother.
Oh, shit, my bad, bro.
Nah. But I appreciate your time.
It's me.
Well, if you want to wait for us outside, you could, but I'm not gonna sit in and not value.
This was a good moment by Cameron here. I really do appreciate it. I think this was dope.
So for those of you listening on the podcast, Cam just went and gave Adrien Broner some money in a hug, and he's telling him he has to step out of the studio. Adrien Broner, he's walking out of the studio. So now we're going to see what Cameron had to say once Adrien Broner actually stepped out of the studio. We're going to hear what Cameron said about what Adrien Broner did. And here we go. Let's take a listen.
I'm going high.
Say that again. I'm sorry. Let's take that over.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'll do it again. 5.
Somebody, this nigga want to talk to me. And nigga, you an alky, nigga. I don't want to talk to you, nigga. I just needed you for entertainment for the show. Fucking junkie. Yeah, man. My bad.
No, you're all good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day.
All right, so you saw that there. Oh, complex. What's your reaction to Adrien Broner showing up on the It Is What It Is podcast drunk, continuing to shoot a shot at Stat, and then being kicked out, and then your reaction to Cam saying what he said once Adrien Broner left out? What's your take?
Oh my God, yeah. There's so much to break down in a few seconds of video. First we might need to start a new segment like Crash Out of the Week, because this Adrien that one this week. Absolutely. This dude, he would probably
Dame Dash would have been up there too.
Dame Dash would another. That's another one. We have to do another video of that next. Maybe that's next week's Crash Out of the Week. Look, all right. Okay. Oh my God. So first off, AB, I feel you. Stat's beautiful, right? As a beautiful black woman. There's nothing much more I love in the world than a beautiful black woman. All right. I feel your pain, brother. I feel it. You're trying to focus on the topic at hand, but you just this like beautiful black woman in front of you, this goddess. You're like, oh my God, I can't even, you know what I'm saying? But we must stay focused, all right? As Dr. Umar would say.
Stay focused, my brother.
Right? Stay focused, my brother.
And also you bring it up, Cam's behavior once he kicked him out, you don't find that suspicious?
We'll get to that. So first off, major props to Cam, right, for taking control of the situation. Look, we got to be serious. There's one thing, especially we got to protect the women in our communities, right? And I think it's tough. We don't understand as men what it's like to have. Imagine there's like a grizzly bear just like pulling at you, right? Sitting, right? Imagine that's the way people say. You gotta like imagine like a grizzly bear just like looking at you and it won't stop like eyeing you, right? That's the kind of how women feel all the time, right? So we got to take that into account. As men, we don't think about it because we're not used to that kind of attention. But as a woman, a man constantly glaring at you, you might think he might think in his mind, I'm charming as hell. He might think right now, he probably thought he was charming as hell, but really, he was creepy. He was creeping her out. It made everybody in the room uncomfortable. And we got to, as brothers, as men, we got to sometimes call each other out. And I appreciate Cameron for doing that right now. And I think that's commendable. I think the way he handled it also was professional, right? It was respectful in the moment. It was like, look, I'm gonna pay you, but I already told you a couple of times because it's also bad for the show. We can't stop every 5 seconds or you talking. It was cute the first 1 or 2 times. 5, 6 times it's like, bro,
never cute, dog.
It was we can let it slide the first time, but the 5, 6 times it's like, bro, okay, it's too much. I will say this though. I think Cameron was wrong in the sense of the way he handled it afterwards, and also a couple things. If AB is your boy, right? I don't know. I think they're supposed to be cool, right? They think they're boys, and the way he talked to him in the show, he's like, "Yo, you're my boy. I love you. Know what I mean? Let me give you some money." I've got boys who I love, who I know sometimes are out of pocket, and I have to pull them to the side and be like, "Look, man, you know my boy. I love you, but let's step over here for a second, right?" This didn't need to be recorded. One, if that's your boy, you didn't have to record this and put it out. I think it was good that he recorded it because we got to see this. I don't think as a society we see this, like men talking to men this way, but it didn't necessarily need to be put out like this. One. Then two, the second video was even more damaging in the sense that now, after he's left the room, after you've handled the situation well, and Cameron's probably frustrated, you're like, oh, this alky, I'm just using you, blah, 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 right? That kind of killed a lot of the good will and momentum that I feel like Cameron got by, starting the whole thing the way he did. If that's your boy, like there's a saying by what's his name? The guy who wrote Tom Sawyer or not or Huckleberry Finn. You know what I'm talking about?
I do, but I can't remember his name either.
I know you know what I'm talking about. It's gonna come to you. He's a famous writer. But a friend is a friend even when you're wrong, because almost anybody will stand with you when you're right. In that moment, if Cameron, if that's your boy, you should have stopped the show, had this whole conversation, pulled him out, right? And then afterwards talk to him. Doing it like this was a bad look, right? So I'll say that. I think it was great, and AB was wrong. People want to like blame CTE, whatever, or AB is a ninja, all right? He's a ninja. He's always been
that way before.
He's been that way before he ever took a punch. He could have never eaten a punch. He'd be the same dude. All right. So I don't want to blame CTE, whatever, boxing. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was
people trying to make you feel sorry for the dude.
Yeah, I don't necessarily feel sorry for AB. I think it was rightfully so, because but at the end of the day, yeah, Cameron did well, but the way he handled at the end, I thought was a little bit unfair, a little bit like messed up. You know what I mean? If like you this is your boy, you should pull him to the side, be like, yo, man, what you doing? You're making me look bad. You do it, whatever, and just cut that out and put it to the side, right? That could have been handled that way. Now, maybe being public, it'll help AB realize now everybody sees it and criticize him. Maybe he'll change his ways. But if that's your boy, I think it could have been handled privately. I mean, what do you think?
Man, like AB to me, he's just a disappointment, man. He's been a disappointment. People actually rooted for him, invested in him. If you think about it, Adrien Broner fought on pay-per-view before so many other fighters who were more deserving. He got opportunities against big names like Manny Pacquiao on pay-per-view over people who were more deserving, all because he's a character. And, when it's going well, it can sell. But when it's not, you just look like a fool. And I think now that he's not in the ring, he's no longer valuable as a boxer. People want to try to take advantage of the character that used to sell his fights. And he could have a career doing that. And you show up drunk. The same way you let people down in boxing, they put you in these big fights. They giving you these opportunities. You fought Sean Porter. You fought Manny Pacquiao, right? They gave you opportunity after opportunity. You show up out of shape. You show up, don't throw punches. You show up, you talk a good one in the press conference. Adrien Broner is the undisputed king of the press conference. I mean, this man, his press conferences were hilarious. He always leave you with a quotable. He always leave you with something that could go viral. In the ring, he barely threw a combination. every minute and a half, he get
mm-hmm. Now, one time he caught Sean Porter, though, it was like,
yeah,
do that the whole
last
fight.
round, right?
Yeah, just do that the whole fight. You be okay.
No, but you know why he caught Sean Porter? Because Sean Porter wasn't expecting him to do anything. Like, he didn't do anything the entire fight. When he threw that punch, Sean was shocked, like, oh my goodness. He actually can throw a punch. That's why he caught Sean. Sean didn't think he was going to do anything. My point is, his boxing career was a disappointment. He was actually dubbed the guy who would take the reins after Floyd Mayweather. And he was in position to be the guy to become a pay-per-view star after Floyd Mayweather. He got opportunity after opportunity to become the guy to become a pay-per-view star after Floyd Mayweather, and he squandered it. This is the guy who threw money at people, and now he's broke. This is the guy who did all this stuff, talked about billions, try to compete with Floyd Mayweather in his mind. So here's the thing about delusional narcissists, right? In their mind, they're on the same level as people they're around. But in reality, they don't live the lifestyle of the people they're around. And they're spending all their money trying to trick people into thinking they're on the same level. But the problem with that is, at some point, the truth will always get exposed. And so now, about billions is about begging. You know, like, he's sitting around looking for opportunities, and he gets the opportunity to take advantage of this character he built throughout boxing. Now he's sitting on It Is What It Is podcast, and he gets to do all the antics and be great for it. And what does he do? Continue to shoot his shot at the only woman in the room, making her uncomfortable. There was another woman who was on screen, but it looked like she was remote and she was coming in. If she was in the room, he probably would have went after her too. So you have the opportunity on one of the biggest platforms to show your character, to show who you are, and you squandered it. Which brings me to Cameron's reaction. I'm glad Cameron did what he did. I think Cameron kept it professional because that situation involves Stat. And he didn't want to make Stat uncomfortable while AB was in the room. But I think once AB was out the room, he was like, you know, I think there was a number of things. The first thing is Cam gets petty. We know this about Cam. You saw what he did with Omar Gooden.
Oh my God.
Did you see that?
Yo, he is Petty LaBelle.
That's what I'm saying. Cameron is Captain Petty. So let's not act like Cam saying what he said about AB is out of character. No.
Right.
This is the man who just, you know, made a video to this freestyle he dropped like weeks ago about Dame Dash, you know, and the line in the song is, it's disappointing when your OG turns snaggle too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so look, this guy gets petty. And I think once AB was out the room, I think it was a combination of two things. I think one, Cam was really upset that he gave AB an opportunity to bring his character to life. Like, your man's down, you try to get your man on his feet, and he's like, I'm going to get you in there. I'm going to give you the platform. You promote it. You invest in it. And he shows up drunk. And not only does he show up drunk, he tries to holler at your co-host and make the only woman in the room uncomfortable in front of her dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is just unacceptable. So I think that's what triggered Cam. The other thing that I think triggered Cam is the fact that, like, you just did all this, and now you want to talk. You had the opportunity to sit in here and talk. You had the opportunity to be a part of the show. Once you get kicked out, now you want to talk. Now you want to straighten up. You know, Complex, if we're out and I ask you to to chill, or you asked me to chill because we're somewhere, and it's somewhere I brought you, or somewhere you brought me, and I'm a representation of you. I'm an extension of you, and I don't listen, or I do something that embarrasses you, you'd be pissed off too. Like,
no, absolutely.
in public, you may not, but behind closed doors, you may. And I think once
behind closed doors, he was still recording. And like I said, like,
but AP did that while they were recording.
No, so what my thing is this: the why he handled it on camera. Yes, he could have had that same conversation though off camera, and especially what he said after AB left the room is where I said I think he lost a little bit. I mean, I fully expect Cam to talk like that, right? Because Cam, I mean, I was a Dipset fan going back to high school, right? So Cam has always been disrespectful, and that's fine. I think though that like the way he handled it was so respectful, and then all of a sudden to turn completely disrespectful as soon as he leaves the room was a little corny. I thought he could have handled it if he was on that level of smoke, he could have went and did that immediately, right? Because the same way he was recording and they could have cut it out, they could have done that in that moment. But at the end of the day, look, was he right to do? Obviously, because AB was out of pocket. But the thing is this, we can't act like we're surprised either. This is AB. AB's always been this way. That's the gamble you take. Anytime everybody wants the good and not the bad. Anytime you have AB, you take that gamble. I'm gonna bring this on. This could be the greatest thing ever or the worst thing ever, right? That's what you pay for. Guess what? It's 50-50, right? So we can't act surprised.
No, it's not in his case, but go ahead.
Well, hey, you can't act surprised. You can't act I can't believe you do that, and so whatever. Cam knows who his man. He knows who AB is, right? He knows who AB is. So for him to you can't act like surprised, like, I can't believe AB would do this. AB's been the same dude since forever. Cam's been the same dude since forever. Cam has gone on interviews and talk crazy. Have you ever seen him freaking talk against what's that dude on Fox News? You know what I'm saying? Like Cam, you can't always bring on interviews. So of all people to be like, well, no, this ain't professional or whatever. Cam, stop it. All right.
That Bill O'Reilly interview still classic to me.
The Bill O'Reilly interview. Thank you. That was incredible. There was another time they brought him on. They brought him on something like on a CNN, and he was like, they were trying to ask him. He was like, I don't know. We're asking me about another man for, which is like, it was a terrible interview. It was a terrible interview. It was. I think it was a terrible interview, and I was like, I watched it and cringed myself, like, this is bad. And I think it was live too. It was the worst interview.
He gave an interview after he just got shot too, and it was hilarious too.
Yeah. So, of people to talk about bad interviews or unprofessional interviews, Cam is the last person who should talk. So, I mean, look, like I said, it was that moment where he asked him to leave is perfect. Like, non-toxic masculinity and the way of handling a situation respectfully, whatever. And I was like, damn, Cameron really has shown a lot of growth. You know what I mean? Especially as a businessman, as a professional. The stuff afterwards I can do without. And also, I mean, everybody jumping on AB. Where does AB go from here? AB is still AB, right? I don't think AB is ever going to change. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, AB is still going to fight like in Oklahoma at some casino or something, right? And draw like 1,000 people maybe because they want to see Adrien Broner live. You know what I mean? See him dance and sing to the ring, and he'll make a little bit of money, and he'll keep on going until his body blows up.
Nobody's paid to see that dude, bro.
He's
done.
Even Misfits it is boxing, what it is. I mean,
Misfits boxing might be too much for him. Like,
no. Well, the trouble is because
he can go and lose. Like, that's what I'm saying. He can mess around and lose. It makes
he could, but he's also too skilled in the sense that like he can't fight these like influencers. It's a little too
physically. I don't think.
But that's a perfect thing for him. That would be the perfect like league or whatever. Or just give him up. Just give him like guys to beat up and let him just go out there and do it. You know what I mean? Like
beat up by. He should fight Nico Walsh. All these.
That could be interesting.
That'd be a good name for all these grandson, right there.
Yeah.
But I want to make one point, and then I want to close. If you have anything else to add.
Yeah, I'm good.
Right. You're right, but also it does seem like Cam made his statements. It was intended to be private because stats started the countdown to go back live. So it's like whoever recorded that put that out. I don't think Cam intended for that to be in the show.
It's Cam's show.
I know, but what I'm saying is when he was looking outside and he was like, he want to talk to me effing Elkie, I think that was him speaking privately to the people in the room.
Agreed.
I don't think that was intended to be in the show or come out on social media, but whoever recorded it put it out. So I don't think Cam's intent was for the world to see it. But
in the moment, no. Afterwards, yes, because it clearly was released.
I'm just throwing that out there. Hey, people give Adrien Broner the benefit of the doubt, right? About CTE.
Yeah.
Why can't I give Cam the benefit of the doubt? All right, I want to close with some Cam lyrics.
It is what it is, as they say.
Yeah, I want to close with some Cam lyrics though, because Cam, I listened to Cam. Cam was one of my favorite rappers for a long time. So Cam, this is the Cam lyrics right here. I was obsessed with Cookie. I want to sex her cookie. She said, forget her nookie. Wipe my nose, go get them boogies. I gave Cookie nookies. What them girls got known. This my two brim hat. Call me Sherlock Holmes. So to Cam. All right, let us know what you think about this in the comment section. It's Caden and Complex. Well,